You're listening to the Tamale Club, bringing people together, one tasty tamale at a time. We just barely got this episode recorded yesterday, and sure enough, Jim Desmond has released a nuclear option. Stick around to the end, we'll update. Okay, a lot of things going on over at the county supervisors. What do you got? What's happening?
Well, I guess there was a vote last week, and the county approved a program to train small businesses about rights during ICE raids.
Rights, yeah, you have the right to comply. That's really what.
Pretty much, but now they want to train small business owners on their rights when they are, or the immigration rights during a raid. So it's a little, I don't know, it's and they're blaming it kind of after a restaurant, Buena Forchetta, that was raided in May. And that's down in South Park. They raided the restaurant. I think the restaurant had to close because the majority of their workers got pulled away. But that's small business. So what are they going to teach them? What's the class going to be about? But that's on taxpayers' back now.
Yeah, exactly. And shouldn't they be, if you're hiring illegal workers, maybe you should go ahead and talk to your lawyers about it?
Yeah, or, hold a job fair. I don't know. But it's going to be a multilingual know your rights training sessions to help small businesses legally respond to workplace enforcement actions. Why do you need that? You comply.
Yeah, exactly.
You comply. Tools and checklists to help employers know what to do and what not to do if ICE or Department of Homeland Security officials show up. That sounds a little dangerous to me.
That it does. I'd hate for somebody to get hurt just because they're going to say, hey, wait a minute, I have the right to whatever. You have the right to comply first.
And then they're going to have a sample workplace protocols to prevent legal mistakes and reduce business disruption. Well, if your whole staff is illegal and they take them away, you're going to have to close.
Yes.
Or have a job fair. But it's so far left. It's just going so far left that now we're paying. And I guess what upset me the most was our supervisor, Joel Anderson, abstained from the vote.
Why do you think he'd do that?
I'm not quite sure.
He voted for it.
Yeah, he did vote for it.
He did vote for it, yeah.
Oh, I apologize. He voted for it. That's even worse. I thought he abstained from this.
That's from the other vote.
Oh, I'm getting them all confused. All these votes. Okay, he voted for it.
Okay, so, we had, of course, the three Democrats are going to vote for it. 'Cause
always.
It's right down their alley. But, conservative Joel Anderson, and what about Desmond? How did Desmond vote?
I think he voted no.
Okay.
Pretty sure. He came out strong about that. He was not happy.
Well, I wouldn't be either, but there's some really crazy things going on with the Board of Supervisors. Now we're going to see even more things now that we've got a brand new liberal on the board there in Paloma Aguirre. Mm-hmm. And it just goes right along with everything else that they're doing. And this is kind of crazy. I think that if I'd really like to see the result of this vote and see what program they come up with, because I hope they're not going to steer these business owners down the wrong path there. The in the middle of the raid is not the time to say, wait, you can't do that.
No.
You can protest.
It's dangerous.
Okay, you can say you shouldn't be doing this, but if they say, "I know my rights," we see this on reel after reel on social media. I know my rights. Well, you have the right to comply. And,
law enforcement's law enforcement. You have to comply, and then later you work it out
Yes.
maybe half the workers were legally there, but they had to take them away. They couldn't show legal status at the time.
And also, I keep hearing, well, they're based on the color of their skin. You know, they get taken away because of the color of their skin. All the Hispanics get rounded up, and the white guys go free. And that's really not the truth. That's not reality. It doesn't matter the skin color or anything else. When you're in the middle of a federal raid, everybody goes. Everybody gets questioned.
Everybody goes. Yep. And that leads into, and I'm not really, I don't remember what AB. There's so many of them, but one that was put to the floor, I think last week or before the break, was now they're saying if your child is in school and you can't come pick them up, maybe because you were detained. Usually the protocol is the school has a list of emergency contacts of people that can pick your child up. They're trying to change that where that is no longer valid. Anybody could go pick up your child from school if you don't show up. So a child trafficker could come, and that could be an uncle in a family, and maybe they're on the do not allow list, but now that list is not going to be valid. So anybody can come pick up your child from school. And that kind of leads into the same thing. If your parent is detained and your child's in school and you can't go and pick them up, there should be a list to say, well, A, B, or C can pick them up. But now they're going to just throw that list out.
Oh my! Well, I mean, at the very minimum, it should be Child Protective Services. Even though I don't want them.
It's always worked out where each parent has a list of people that can come pick up your child. It's always worked. Most schools comply to it. Never have heard of a story of it not happening. They're very strict on that. But now they're trying to. And this is more of a state law, but it kind of ties into all of this. It's like, well, now, you're going to teach businesses on how to skirt the rules, the laws. Yeah. And it just sounds dangerous to me. Doesn't sound safe.
And I know that we can't trust our county supervisors much at all. I mean, we've got Michael Vu, Nora Vargas and Tara Lawson-Remmer unlawfully stymied his pursuit of a promotion, and said that he wasn't the right color. Basically,
pretty much, he was not the right color, and they had somebody else that they wanted in that position. And he was, in my opinion, he was a decent register of voters.
Oh, he was.
He was probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, I met Michael, and when we were doing curing the votes for Dustin Trotter. Santee City Council, District 4, because he won that by like 5 votes or something, and so we were over there curing the votes, and gosh, I mean, at the end of it, first of all, I got to say, I was very impressed with the registrar of voters. What was on the boxes about the count was exactly what was was inside for the count.
Correct.
There was 2 votes that were in question that weren't counted. Guess what? One went to one candidate, one went to the other candidate. Okay, so the end result was exactly the same as the vote. And Michael was there to oversee that count, and he really nice guy, and he's very he was looking at everything, but he's very confident in his team.
And obviously he did he was very good on what he did, that he was promoted.
Right.
The good ones always go.
Yeah, I was not happy to see him leave.
No, I was disappointed.
Register of voters.
Very sad, very sad. But kudos to him is that he should have that right to do that. But I think that's when things started going from bad to worse for him. Yeah,
and he was only brought in there as an interim chief administrative officer or assistant chief administrative officer. He was only interim. So I don't know how this lawsuit's going to come out, but it was Vargas's claim that he didn't have the right racial background for
Correct.
the
It was
post.
the wrong color. And I think that's probably has a lot to do with why she stepped down.
It very well could be.
I mean, because the lawsuit hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
This will all get cleared up when that happens. But meanwhile, you've got more fallout from it. You know, the quid pro quo backroom deal that now Tara Lawson Remer is being accused of making, and all of this is all connected.
Mm-hmm.
Can the Democrats on the board be trusted?
Well, I know what my answer is.
Yeah.
I trust conservative candidates over liberal candidates, but I don't trust the conservative ones much either.
No, these days they're kind of blending into one.
I don't know if they're blending into one, but I know that all of them need to be watched, and it's just one of those things where. You know, if we're watching them and we watch some of this stuff unfold, then we can as voters we can take action on that.
Correct.
You know, so and then Jack Pellegrino, that's another one. He was a longtime purchasing and contracting chief. He was let go because of his age and race. He's a 65-year-old white man. You got to go.
Whew, your time's done.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that you've done a splendid job to date. They had somebody else that Lawson Remer wanted and Nora Vargas wanted, so they wanted him out of there too. And now they've let go the lead, the supervising attorney.
Correct. Sylvia, I forget her name. Claudia Sylvia.
Yeah,
County top lawyer.
Yeah,
Who had been receiving raises all through her career.
yeah.
7% to the end of last year.
Sounds like
No.
she was the right color.
Yep, she was. Yeah,
Could be.
she's going to retire.
Yeah. She's going to retire. Yeah. Well, that only goes to show that they needed her out of the way.
They did.
They just needed her out of the way. She was not going to make a.
Something smells funny.
You start putting all that stuff together, and then you really get a good look at what's going on in the county supervisor's offices there.
Well, they're saying it's a cultural of secrecy and scandal. It's a good show. Be a good book one day.
Yeah, as long as you could stomach it.
Yeah, but it's almost like they just do it right in front of our faces now.
Yeah.
They're not even trying to hide it.
No. So
And the taxpayer, we're the one that's footing the bill for it all.
we foot the bill for it, and it's. Then they say, well, we don't have money for roads or whatever the topic
Or the fire
is.
pits. Remember the fire pits?
Oh yeah, the fire pits. What happened to our fire pits?
Oh, a private donor came through.
Yeah.
Yep, private donor made it so that we could have it through the summer.
Oh gosh.
But where are those that were going to go?
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So, what do we do about this? What do we do about our county government here?
Well, I see that the Republican Party is demanding the immediate resignation of Supervisor Tara Lawson Remer, and that's just, she's not going to do that. She's going to hang in till the bitter end. But it seems like we do need a serious cleansing. There is a lot of scandal starting. I mean, we have former Supervisor Nathan Fletcher resigned in disgrace 2 years ago after allegations of sexual harassment, and that's still going on. That's going to cost the taxpayers money as well.
Yeah, MTS just had their lawsuit dismissed on that because the MTS really didn't have anything to do, and they didn't take any actions that were particularly wrong. But I mean, still. Nathan Fletcher's not off the hook yet.
No, he's not. He's still got troubles coming.
Yeah.
But it seems to it cost all these lawsuits and scandals. They all come to fruition, and the taxpayer paid. And I think we should be getting sick and tired of that.
Yeah.
We're just flushing money down the toilet for other people's bad actions.
Yeah. Yeah, MTS doesn't make any money anyway. They're funded by our tax dollars. They don't even make enough to run a half a bus line. I mean, it's just crazy, and they just want to keep giving away fares.
Correct. I didn't realize it was free for so long, but
Yeah.
apparently they're starting to charge.
Yeah.
Well, I just think the Democrats on the board cannot be trusted. It's a big problem. And I feel like it's building. You know, everyone. You know, you get more information. More information's coming out, and it just seems there's going to be a period where it's going to blow.
Yeah. I would hope so. I would hope that we round up enough Democrats that are also upset with it. I know there's Democrats out there that are upset about what's going on in
They have to
in
be.
the county building there, county administration. They've got to be.
And we've got discrimination. We got sexual, misconduct. It's the whole book.
Yeah, putting your thumb on the legal scale. You gotta. If you've got to fire your top attorney because of what's going on, something that you're being accused of.
The problem.
First of all,
that's a problem.
why do you even have that kind of power? Okay.
Yeah. On a county board.
On a county board, why do you have that kind of
We just
power?
need things to come back to the middle. It's getting just too far left. I mean, things like in all the instances, everything is just in our face. We can see it, but nobody does anything about it.
And I was so hoping that Tom McCann was gonna fill that seat that
Yeah.
Paloma Aguirre ended up winning. And I really thought that enough Democrats would have gotten and actually the polling does show that in the polls there's a lot of Democrats that voted for McCann. And that's because they trust him, and they're probably a little bit fed up with some of the stuff that's going on too. But there was enough, and she won fair and square. I can't say it wasn't fair and square.
Well, the Democrats had enough voters, and the Republicans didn't come out.
Yeah.
So disappointing. A lot of them were confused.
What was it, 17% turnout
Yeah.
for the overall?
They some of the voters were confused. They thought, well, we voted for him the first time in the primaries. And they didn't know they had to vote again a month later. I mean, that is just bad communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
Disappointing for sure.
It is.
I mean, I don't think, him being in that position would have just started the ball rolling. He probably would not have been a big impact right now, but it was a foot in the door.
Yeah.
That we could have used.
Certainly could have.
Especially when Jim Desmond terms out. We will have to go through that. We will be losing his seat, and we need to keep it. We just need cooler heads to prevail.
Well, we've got two county supervisors getting ready to term out, two Republicans.
Correct.
So we've got to be beating the bushes and getting people out there to actually come out and vote and save something of our county administration. They're really going down the wrong path there, and it can only get worse. It just can only get worse. Okay, well, listen, I don't think we solved the county administration problems, but we certainly tried. Certainly got some of the things out there that are going on. We need a lot more transparency in our county government, and you and I, we're going to be here to expose as much as we possibly can.
I can't wait to see this whole training protocol that the county's going to come up with for small business owners.
Yeah. I did want to go ahead and give you an update on what happened this morning. Okay, I received an email from Jim Desmond. It says, Daniel Bickford, just now I sent a letter to the U.S. Department of Justice formally requesting an independent investigation into the serious allegations involving San Diego County's governance. While these remain allegations, they raise significant concerns about transparency, integrity, and public trust. You can read the original reporting from Prensa, and Prensa did do a story on this, and you know they raised some questions there, and then and they also had an email, a copy of an email, and they heard from the county. The county lawyer says, hey, you know, those are our emails, and it's privileged, and you can't use that. Please retract. And Prensa went right back to him and says, oh no, we're not gonna do that. And so that's where they stood on that. So you can download and read all these letters from these various from Prensa, from Desmond. You can get those at our Facebook page, and of course you're watching this here on YouTube. So please, while you're here, go ahead and hit subscribe, give us a like, and we'll continue to report on local politics in San Diego County. So until then, we'll see you later. Thank you for tuning in to the Tamale Club podcast. We appreciate it. Don't forget to visit us at YouTube/Tamale Club. While you're there, go ahead and give us a like. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day.